So who wants to hear Onision's bullshit excuses on why he can't talk about copyright? I'll take that as a no. How's it going, everybody? This is Rob of Novakast, and we are back with another video. This one is not a Redux video. We're actually responding to a bit of one of Onision's debates. Somebody came on and was questioning him about the whole copyright thing, and that's actually the portion I wanted to use for this video, or at least to respond to, because there's a lot of issues with what Onision has to say. Also, there's a little bit that I want to discuss too. So, here we go.
You know what's frustrating?
Sure,
you know what's frustrating is you have people who make, like, 40 plus videos on me, and they never show up to see if their opinions on me are valid.
Now, are you talking about just the opinions, or the evidence that's been accumulated over this past, 11, 12 years that you've been on YouTube, being a shithead?
And they never, do they ever reach out to you?
No.
You know, I hate that bullshit argument where you have to reach out to somebody when it comes to making a video. We hear it all the time with RSN, and when it comes to, I'm going to say this, when it comes to your situations, when you make videos on other people, that whole reaching out thing is kind of a two-way street, okay? And let's face it, again, you have many videos that make you out to look like a jackass. And actually, when it comes to your private life, since you've made that public time and time again, people know, or at least have a good idea of what kind of person you really are.
Ever? Never.
No. The only person who's reached out to me is Repzilla. Repzilla's reached out to me, and Edwin's Generation has reached out to me, but everyone else just decides to have an opinion that's not verified, and they just go with that.
Onision, time and time again, you fucking lied about every situation. Especially when let's say, perfect example. Your relationships, your past relationships, when they have called you out on your bullshit, you have lied about every situation. And every time you did a video on them was more for damage control.
The funny thing is, I know who Repzilla is, but I've never watched anything that he's done on you. So it's like the one person who's actually doing the research isn't getting like their video watched as much.
Yeah, because people like extreme views. They like when somebody...
That's our entire society.
Right. Yeah. So like when you just have like a balanced opinion, that's boring, and people want to hear is how someone's a Disney villain.
Tell her the truth.
All right, Onision, you know what? You want to play innocent? Okay. How many people, let's say, on the top of your head when it comes to YouTubers, how many YouTubers have, in all, by the way, made fun of rape, shame several people that they've been in a relationship with, faking their claims to the IRS, shaming the military, repeatedly, lying about them, shaming people who want to give their support to people who lost loved ones through tragedy, calling certain people of race and culture dirty because they don't wash their hair the same way as you. That's only naming a few things. So, name one YouTuber that has done everything that you've done.
Someone's a Disney villain.
Yeah.
I freaking love that.
Hey, this person said I banned them from my forum.
Hi, that's me.
Hi, what's up?
Nothing much. Just screaming. Why did you ban me from your forum?
I'd have to know who you are.
My name on there was Jelly Jamaru.
All right, did you partake in any drama whatsoever?
Now, just out of curiosity, by drama, do you mean asking, logical questions? Because I have a feeling that's what this individual did, and you didn't like that. Your forum, as well as your Patreon, is like your little safe space.
I mean, I don't think I partook in any drama, but I did post something like that was trying to. I wanted to get opinions on you, like of your side of all these like copyright issues, which I guess is kind of drama. But I wanted to know your side. I desperately wanted to know because
Desperately.
Yes, because everywhere I looked, all I found was other people's sides, and I could not find a single thing about how you thought you were correct, how you thought what you thought about the situation, specifically like you copywriting Madam and Repsion and all the other people that are making videos on you and you're ruining their videos and their livelihood. And I wanted to know what was your side of that? Why? Why would you choose to do that?
The thing about this specific issue is it's totally inappropriate to talk about outside a courtroom.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god, stop your fucking lying.
But I can't go in a courtroom because I am
what you're doing.
Okay,
so this is what makes no sense, right? It's a legal matter, is it not?
Actually, no. It ends up becoming a legal matter when we have to appeal for the copyright to be taken off our thing. It becomes a legal matter when we end up having to give our information, as well as, trying to explain time and time again why the videos are fair use, while at the same time telling you to sue us, motherfucker. Because every single time, you always talk about, oh, legal this, legal that. I'm going to sue these people for using my content. I'm going to use these people for quote-unquote slandering me. At this point, we've gotten fed up. And every single one of the videos that are demonetized, that are claimed, are from you. You have manually claimed those videos.
I mean, only if you make it one.
Yes, exactly. Thank you. This whole thing becomes a legal matter if Onision ends up reviewing every single one of these videos, because we have to dispute it. It becomes a legal matter when he refuses our review and says that it's his content, even though our content is mixed in, and it becomes a transformative work. Therefore, we end up having to appeal, and again, giving our information, as well as giving a reason of why it is fair use, and at the same time, waiting for further instruction, which, by the way, one of the videos that was supposed to be taken down on the 28th, I believe, hasn't been taken down, so to me that's really odd. So I'm looking to see what's going to go on with that. But overall, it ends up becoming a legal issue because we end up having to fight this, because it ends up putting a strike on our channel, and we have to wait for the videos to be taken down, and then wait, 15 to 18 days for them to be put back up. Especially when he does nothing and doesn't give us a court order.
No,
if you want to take it to that level.
No, copyright is a legal matter, 100%.
What the fuck?
So, what would any lawyer say to someone about discussing copyright or anything that is better handled in a courtroom? They'd say, shut up. They'd say, don't say a word. And they say, shut up, don't say a word, because they know how to handle it, you don't. But you have all these people...
Are you dealing with this in court?
You have all these people who are trying to go to YouTube as if that's a courtroom and that's going to decide anything, and it's really immature, and it's not how you handle things like an adult.
Okay, Onision, no. The reason we bring it up on YouTube, bring it up through, Twitter and stuff like that, is to show people that you are falsely claiming people's content. And as we just stated before, it doesn't become a legal issue till you refuse our review. Because the videos themselves are clearly fair use. Let me tell you something that isn't fair use. If I were to take your entire video, unedited, and post it onto my channel, just copy and paste, that would be considered not fair use. But somebody like myself, who actually had to take extra time to make a parody picture of you in jail, as well as editing this video with my commentary, as well as doing all this other crap, having a bunch of clips, which that would be questionable too, because if you're going to claim videos that have, let's say, movie quotes and stuff like that, then that's their content. You have no right over that. I mean, I just used a clip from fucking Aladdin. That's not your clip. So, but it's used for parody purposes, for commentary, which is protected by the fair use law. Let me let you look at something for a second. This is the text that pops up in my intro for every video. Fair use notice and disclaimer. This video contains copyrighted material, the use of which has not been specifically authorized by the copyright owner. We are making such material available for the purpose of, depending on the video, let's plays, criticism, commentary, news reporting, which falls under fair use of any such copyright material as provided for in section 107 of the U.S. copyright law, notwithstanding the provisions of section 106 and 106A. The fair use of a copyrighted work for purposes such as let's play, criticism, commentary, review, and reporting is not an infringement of copyright. Now, down the road, I plan on doing more when it comes to explaining copyright and going over fair use and all that. I'll leave a link in the description for an article that kind of gives you an idea. But just so we're clear, what I do, what many others do or have been doing, where they have your video and they respond to it piece by piece, that is commentary, that is review, that is under the fair use law and is protected by that law. And to be perfectly honest, Onision, the only reason that you're saying that you need to speak to a lawyer about this matter is because you know what you're doing is against the law. You know that you are taking videos that have been protected by fair use.
So
well, yeah, but it's not like everybody has the money or the availability English to go to a courtroom and actually go at you. It's not like everybody can do that on a whim.
Let me put it to you this way. I have in the past dealt with being copyright claimed, and a lot of these people are being copyright claimed by the content ID system, i.e. the content ID system finds content that matches other people's content and shows the people whose content was matched that their content has been used. They review that content and decide whether or not they feel like they should claim that content based on everything they know about copyright law, fair use, etc.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god, stop your fucking lying.
Hi, Novakast. After reviewing your dispute, Onision has decided that their copyright claim is still valid. Onision, ... everything you know of feminism is wrong. Novakast.
I believe he told me to ask you, and I'll quote, how did it feel getting smacked around like a bitch? Everyone, quickly! Take his fucking shoes!
I'm sorry, but reading that email, it didn't say at Team YouTube. or anything involving YouTube decided the whole situation. It was Onision deciding that the quote-unquote copyright claim was valid. You're full of shit.
So at that point, it becomes, hey, do you want to deal with this person legally? Like, for instance, when I've been claimed countless times for TikTok videos or videos where I criticize somebody or whatever, I look at those videos and I think, do I want to go to court over this, or do I just want to not use their content and I can continue criticizing them however I want? The fact of the matter is that people like using other people's content because it helps make their video more popular. It's not about like whether or not people can say what they think. It's about whether or not they can have higher retention and have people more interested in their video because they're using someone else's work.
You are made of stupid.
You know, there's another reason why we use other content, especially when it's protected by fair use. Is so that way when we discuss a topic, or at least discuss something that you said, you can't say we're taking you out of context or we heard you wrong. That way in our video, we have you saying it right there. I mean, let's face it. You do a lot of stupid shit and you say a lot of stupid things. It would only make sense that you would try to silence people claiming the videos where you say and do stupid shit. I mean, besides, you know, trying to take other people's livelihoods, you want to silence people. You don't like it when people take your video and use that against you. You hate that. You absolutely hate it when people call you out on your own bullshit, and when evidence is presented, it's right there in the video. You make a joke about killing babies, then all of a sudden you go, I've never made a joke about killing babies. There's the proof right there. That's the reason why you copyright people's videos, or at least one of them.
So, like I said, this is like it's like a legal
The purpose
case.
of a video is to entertain, so it makes sense that people would do that.
Yeah.
But the thing is that you're copyright claiming videos that are perfectly under fair use, because
But
I've done a lot of
are
reading
you a
on the subject.
lawyer or are you a judge?
Well, the content ID, you can't really control that. Sometimes it can be completely fair use, and it'll pick something up. Were these strikes or were these claims?
Well, yeah, but with, like, for example, Madam. She's had, well, I think it's Madam.
You guys heard that sigh, right? I think deep down he knew somebody was going to bring this up.
Where she had one video, and it got taken down. Okay, fine. She waited, didn't get a court order, and the video got put back up. But right after, it was put down again. That can't be content ID. That means that Onision himself has to be copyright claiming that. And that's not fair.
We're still based on your completely oblivious opinion about law. You're not a lawyer. You're not a judge. You have no idea.
Okay, then please explain.
I'm not a lawyer or a judge. You have to go to court and actually talk to professionals about this. I don't know why people don't understand this.
At this point, I have a feeling the only reason Onision is pulling the whole, oh, I need a lawyer card, is because he knows he's fucked. He knows that he's in the wrong. So he's, at this point, trying to avoid the conversation. He's trying to avoid talking about it. Because he knows that every single video is under fair use. He can't answer simple fucking question. Oh, and you wonder why people don't want to come on your half-baked freaking debate shows. You wonder why. Because when people ask you simple fucking questions, you flake out. You don't want to answer those questions because you know you're in the wrong.
I understand the court opinion to a degree, but partially, a lot of this stuff is going to take place outside of a courtroom, and it's one of those things that because the courtroom is just there to mediate the dealings between humans in general, and the judge.
All I'm saying is you have a bunch of people talking about how to build a building, and none of them know how to build a building. They've never gone to school for it. They've never done anything. So everyone should just shut up and go talk to a professional.
I swear, I've heard this before. Oh, wait. That's right.
You got truth, and fuck you, you piece of shit. Narcissistic personality disorder, you fucking cunt. You aren't a fucking doctor, okay? You don't know how to read people's disorders, you little fucking 13-year-old piece of shit emo sitting in your room thinking that you actually fucking know how people are. You know, you don't know how fucking people are. You didn't get a fucking degree. No.
You know, it's just come to my attention that that's pretty much his argument with every little thing that he's questioned with when it comes to his knowledge. Oh, you have to be a professional to know more than me. Oh, you have to be a professional to know this. Oh, you have to be a professional of that. I'm just gonna say it, but every time you bring up that argument just goes to show how little you know of the world.
That's it.
Well, here's the thing. If you don't
You're
know
still-
about copyright,
you're
and
still
I don't know
talking.
about copyright,
You're
but
still
I see
talking.
all these videos, articles, all of these things that explain fair use and all of this.
Right.
I mean, it's not professional
researched-
knowledge, but it is knowledge.
I have researched fair use, and it's very obvious people are cherry picking what aspects of fair use they want to present to the public. If you actually
Okay, so
investigate,
what about
if you
Madam's videos
actually-
do you think is not fair use? I've seen a lot of her videos, so what do you think is not fair use?
What part of it is unwise to discuss legal matters outside of a courtroom do you not understand?
Let me go ahead and give you the translation. Onision, I know I'm in the wrong. I don't want to talk about this. This person keeps questioning me on this topic, so I'm going to make the blanket statement that it's a legal matter and I can only take it to court. Because I, Onision, am a fucking coward.
I mean, where else are we supposed to discuss it? Because
With a
everybody's
lawyer.
asking about it,
Go
and we're just
to
quiet
a
about it.
lawyer, talk to a lawyer, and have the issue handled that way.
To the individual who is asking Onision simple questions, I ask you to just go talk to somebody else who's been doing videos on him, because you're going to get better answers than what this fucker is giving you.
Because there's no point. People are going to assume that I'm wrong regardless of what I say. I could have a judge behind me saying it. They'd say it was a fake judge. They would question his credibility, etc. There's no point in dealing with the outrage culture online because it is a bunch of hysterical maniacs.
Yeah, this is coming from the guy that was obsessively voicemailing a girl because she didn't want to talk to you. And you couldn't take no for a fucking answer. And if anybody's hysterical, the only reason that people would be is due to the fact that you are absolutely abusing the copyright system. Because you want people silenced. You want to take money from them. You want to hurt their channel so they don't try to talk about you. That's the only reason why you're doing this. And unfortunately, it's been made very clear that YouTube gives two shits on what other people are going through. Only their 1%.
So there's no point in talking about this to you or anyone else outside of a courtroom because we have social justice warriors, we have outrage culture, we have all these nonsensical things that dominates the internet, and I'm just not interested in all this high school level drama. Deal with it professionally, period.
Onision, we've been trying to do this professionally. Whenever our videos are claimed, we make a dispute. We explain why it's under fair use. And then, eventually, when we get an email stating that the quote-unquote copyright is valid due to the claimant, then we have to go through the whole appeal thing, and then end up having our channel's copyright striked, and have to wait for our video to be put back up.
You know what I think is really curious is the fact that we have such a cancel culture and like people haven't like actually canceled you yet. Like have people come after you all the time.
I got
but no one's
canceled
always
2
been, like,
years.
shut down Onision.
I got canceled 2 years ago. The moment the algorithm shifted.
That's when you consider it.
No, 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, when the algorithm shifted and started promoting watch time. That's when I got canceled because I didn't have watch time.
Dude, stop with your bullshit. You didn't get canceled because, fucking watch time. You got canceled if you did. I mean, you're still on here. It's because you are a insufferable piece of shit who've treated other people like garbage. Consider yourself high and mighty towards people when it comes to information. Hell, you made a video where you freaking you talk about a story where you try to one-up a fucking doctor who's doing what he could, or at least can, for your fucking kid who apparently had blue balls.
So everyone knows, pretty much everyone knows that watch time is king. So because I don't have watch time anymore, I got canceled. That's it. That was the end.
Do you ever consider making longer videos to go with the algorithm?
I do, but other people are really, really good at just taking other people's content and responding to it rather than actually making their own original content that's long. And all the original content I make dies dead in the water, even if it's long. Because people
What do you mean by original content? Do you mean like responding to something like a commentary video, or are you talking like a sketch video? Or
if you search for Death Note Onision, that's original content. The whole thing is 100% me, and that one actually got like 3 million or 2 million views, which is really great. But it was also 25 minutes long.
You know, I find it funny that he keeps calling his shit original when he keeps regurgitating the same videos, re-uploading them on other channels. All of his old content is constantly being re-uploaded, usually with a different title, to try to make, you know, a little bit more money. That's not original, dude.
So that's an example of something. Thanks to
Holy crap.
Junebug. Yeah, that was very nice of you. Anyway.
Dang.
Do you guys have anything else you wanted to discuss? Any other topics?
What?
I just want to say you seem very smart and nice. I don't see your username, but person in the middle. Now I'm in the middle. I'm talking to myself now. Yeah. I appreciate how you interested in, you were somewhat unbiased in introducing a counterpoint that I could address that wasn't just, you know, one way or the other. I'm so used to people being like, Onision's 100% right or Onision's 100% wrong. So I appreciate that.
Golf clap? Golf clap.
So, I'm going to say this right now. Onision, you are fucking wrong. And deep down, I think you know you're wrong, but you're lying to everybody, and you're avoiding actually talking about this. As I stated, you know, almost every fucking point with this video is you get a claim, it will tell you who made the claim. You dispute the claim, you explain why it's under fair use. Now, whether they'll take the copyright claim down or consider that the dispute or the review is, the claim is still valid, by which we have to, if we want to, or take down the video, because we don't want that copyright on there, we appeal it, which we end up having to give our information, as well as, you know, basically telling you to go sue us. That we're in our full right to use the content. So far, you've done nothing. You've done absolutely nothing. Which makes a lot of us believe that the only reason you don't want to take us to court, because you know you're in the wrong, either that or you don't have the money, because you know how expensive it is to take somebody to court for something that honestly is under fair use and we're protected by that law. It's very easily to look up the fair use thing. And you don't, I honestly don't think that you truly need a lawyer. Like, is at this point, and you didn't even need one to begin with. As long as you have some knowledge of the fair use law and an understanding of what's protected and what isn't, then what was the point of, like, avoiding this whole conversation? There wasn't. But, you know, that's Onision for you. Alright. So, I'm going to end it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have anything to say, leave in the comments down below. I'd love to see what you guys say about this particular topic. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. This is Rob of Novakast signing off. Have a good one, and take care. Peace. Oh, also, aka Onision, go fuck yourself. Bye!